Good evening, chosen ones. Welcome to Virtual Beelzebub TV. I am your host, Beelzebub, and welcome back to the pit. Today, I thought I'd do a D&D one-shot based on a cat that one of my friends found in their garage. Ta-da! All right, you will be shocked, possibly even appalled to know that the genius title of this one-shot is called The Cat in the Garage. Let's get into it. So, the party, moseying about in a winter type of setting, or perhaps any type of setting with just inclement weather. They find a in a what appears to be a abandoned shed attached to a collapsed building, and this building is and while the building is collapsed, the shed looks like it is in good order, and it looks just barely big enough to fit all of the party members. So with the storm, blizzard, hail, what have you, raging over top of them, they make their way towards the shed, and as they walk inside, what do they see but a kitty cat just hiding out in the corner. And if you want to use this image specifically, you could argue that if it's a modern setting, it kind of explains itself. Maybe it's hooked up to a generator of sorts. Or if it's a fantasy setting, you could just say that it is a artificer made device, just a lamp similar to the everlasting flame spell that just never runs out of juice. Um, and when they find this little kitty cat all huddled up under this little heat lamp in the cold, hiding out from the rain, they will of course want to interact with the kitty cat, as you would, as anyone arguably would. So, what it is safe to assume that the party has rations on them and will undoubtedly attempt to give the kitty cat their rations. Feed the kitty, as one does. And of course, a cat scared, alone, cold, in the middle of nowhere with no friends, it's going to accept the food and become fast friends with the party, get all purring, get all cuddly, get all snuggly, get all friendly. And this should be the cutest experience of the entire campaign if it's not Sumi. But that being said, the storm, blizzard, what have you, will eventually pass, and the party will then have to leave the shed. And the kitty cat will follow the party wherever they go. Even if they try to shoot away, even if they try to give it away, the cat will always come back. And it'll just meow and purr, be the cutest, be the most affectionate. And no matter what they do, the cat comes back. Um, and after the party gets used to the kitty cat being involved with the party, they start to they will inevitably get into a combat encounter. Orcs, kobolds, aboleths, doesn't matter. They will inevitably get into combat. It is a D&D campaign after all. So when they do, the cat should first go into hiding up until one of the party members gets injured. This is going to work best if it's one of the party members that has been especially affectionate with the kitty cat. And at the moment that this party member that's formed a close connection with the kitty cat gets injured, falls over, starts bleeding, what have you, kitty cat is gonna mutate into a displacer beast. Although it is in fact a baby displacer beast. So it's not quite at peak power, but it's still going to charge in and do its best and give it its all and try to fight off whatever just hurt their friend. Now, I would make this as a baby displacer beast, like CR0, CR1/8, CR half at the most, super level down. However, it should inspire the party to be like, hey, wait, this is a baby displacer beast. We can use this. So after combat is over, this should be a relatively easy encounter, because it's really not the focus. The focus is to, aha, this is a baby displacer beast. As they raise it, take care of it, it should grow exponentially quickly, grow in size and maturity at a high rate. And as it grows larger and larger, it should become harder and harder to control. Much like Ash's Charizard, it will eventually get to a level where it no longer respects them, still loves them, still gets angry when anyone else tries to hurt them, but it'll become disobedient, rowdy, territorial, aggressive, and all around a huge pain in the ass. They've effectively raised a baby tiger, and they don't have the means to take care of a baby tiger. So at this point, the party will have the ability to either set it free in the wild with an emotional, tearful goodbye, or maybe they could try to do some animal handling checks, try to keep it in line, and try and keep it as a useful party member. I feel like there's a lot of things that you could then branch off of from this point. With the party having a pet displacer beast, it's going to be relatively easy to intimidate people when they've got a giant tentacled cat monster on their side. And I would also play around with the idea of the fact that the displacer beast can at will polymorph back into an ordinary cat, just so they can take it into places without causing a ruckus. Or maybe they do want to cause a ruckus and they have it as a displacer beast. Regardless. Ooh, actually, wait. Maybe it's typically a kitty cat, even as an adult, but one of the things it does to be hard to take care of is it will just randomly transform into a displacer beast, making itself known in the middle of a tavern and causing a panic and causing the guards to call in, either more guards or possibly even rival adventurers to go kill the monster. And the party will have to be like, no, wait, it's our buddy, it's our pal, it's Captain Snuggles, don't hurt him. I just feel like there's a lot of opportunity for roleplay that can branch out from this one encounter. Those are my thoughts. I thought it was interesting. I hope you employed it in your campaign, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Adios. I will see you next time.
Pack up your sins and go to the devil in Hades. You'll meet the finest of gentlemen and the finest of ladies. They'd rather be down below than up above. Hades is full of thousands of Joneses and Browns, Houligans, Cohens, and Brady's. You'll hear a heavenly tune, the wind of the devil, because the jazz band started picking it, put a trick in it, a jazzy kick in it. They've got a couple of old reformers in heaven, making them go to bed at 11. Pack up your sins and go to the devil, and you know